basically kites you and keeps your arm's length. Yep. You then have a secondary AD carry, you have Rumble's ultimate that's like... I think that it's just a very good long-range comp that can then engage with the Nautilus afterwards, and they can use the GP ultimate and the Rumble ultimate to actually set up a fight for themselves. So I think that on paper, I just kind of prefer Vitality's comp. They have pushing mid, right? Is so if I know roughly where the jungler is, to stop you from getting ganked, I can then roam and assist.
It's true.
Speaking of ganks,
that was kind of one. Does that count as a gank?
I think that what Zanzara was trying to do there was threaten. He was trying to tell Leader, hey, I'm here, back off. Leave. I definitely would have backed off in a situation like that.
And Zanzara, after baiting, well, trying to force and try and steal away this blue.
Exactly. It's very much about like, Promiscu wasn't entirely sure what vision was there, so he waited for his jungler, but now his jungler's arrived, and now they're going for the gank.
SLC's already used the oranges, doesn't really have anywhere to go, he's going to try and clear out the minion wave, but there's just nowhere for Gangplank to go. First blood to Astralis.
So, there are a lot of layers to this.
Now he's starting up the Rift Herald. He didn't have push in the top lane, he didn't have push in the mid lane. Perhaps he needs to be a little wary about the fact that Vitality could collapse on this. Leader still in mid lane, Labrov working his way up, but SLT's just walked straight in, does still have the flash, but already he is down before he can even flash. And that equalizer is only going to tick away at the Herald. Now, Astralis will retreat from this. You can see Promiscu is working his way all the way up from bottom lane and is a little bit late to the play, but Astralis will have a numbers advantage in about 5 seconds time. Vitality looking to take it, but Zanzara still has the smite. Zanzara will fall first. 2v3 for the moment. Promiscu on his way as well, and White Knight almost goes down. The Lantern has been pink warded there by Labrov. Hook comes out into the box. Self-made falls. The Rift Herald actually was taken by Leader, I believe. Vitality must have got it. Magic Felix flashing in. Hits the shuriken, gets the double. Leader still has flash, but the flash play doesn't quite keep him in range. The Lantern across the wall will not give enough vision for Magic Felix to follow up.
So that ends up being a 3-for-2 overall in favor of Astralis. SLT has now rejoined the fight. Punished for it. Good damage though from Selfmade using his ultimate. Now, Vitality, they create a 3 versus 3 situation. Because the Herald is facing away from them, they're able to get the smite and last hit from Selfmade. They end up securing it, and this looks like a very promising fight.
Losing a lot of the time, but right now, Vitality are the ones turning the screw against Astralis and getting this early lead.
And to add another layer onto these stats, a lot of their losses were actually in the first 2 weeks.
Yep.
Oh, Magic Felix. Yeah, he's just been solo killed by a Leader. That was a full culling coming out from him. So that experience difference and item difference coming through really paying off. Hook lands in the bot lane now.
Yeah, Labrov pulled out of his own hook's going to put the depth charge down, but even Aftershock will not save you. Second Dragon, though, secured for Vitality, so now it's one apiece between these two teams, and that removes one of the possible win conditions. Felix starting to roam around the map, looking to see if he can get this Akali snowball rolling. Does still already have 2 kills and the Rocket Belt. It's about to come off cooldown as well, as they look for SLT once again. Has the flash, has the oranges. Should look just to flash away from White Knight here. The Dominus is ticking away on him. Magic Felix unable to get in range, and SLT will flash, and the equalizer will force White Knight and Magic Felix to vision has been invested down towards that bottom side to make sure that Leader isn't going to get ganked on this Lucian.
Well, to be fair, Vitality don't actually have a huge amount of vision at all right now. Yeah. They haven't actually invested that much deep vision, even with all the power that the Lucian does have. Right now, it's simply a cross map that we're seeing. The Rumble Ultimate's going to come out to try and slow Astralis down. But yeah, it's just a straight up cross map as the 2 outer towers slowly start to fall.
And the important thing with this is, when you're at a head, an equal trade cross map isn't that beneficial for you. You're getting exactly the same as the team that is behind you, right? If you're Astralis here, you got a tower, you got a charge on the tier 2 in the top lane.
Unless White Knight can find an effective flank, or Promiscu can land a good hook. But like, let's watch this fight right now, because Vitality have the initial control. Promiscu is on the flank. Can Astralis actually close the gap against this double AD carry comp from Vitality? But this is a good flank from White Knight.
There's the hook as well onto Selfmade. Flash in from Zanzara. White Knight with a good flank. The Dominus is ticking away and Selfmade's already dead. Magic Felix picks up the first of the fight as they look for more. Pushing in here. SLT has not joined this. There's 2 for Magic Felix. Leader dodges to the side, but then into the box. Magic Felix going forward. Leader just surviving. Crown Shot will take him, but in the end, here comes Aphelios. Shut down onto Leader. A huge amount of gold funneled into Astralis.
So that flank from White Knight was extremely important, and Crown Shot could be in some danger.
Here comes Jeskler once again. Crown shot down. Jeskler gets his first 2 kills of the game, and one of them was that shutdown.
Very well executed fight here from Astralis, because my biggest concern was to get onto the backline easily. And look, Leader and Crownshot are immediately forced away, and Selfmade and Labrov are separated from their team. This allows Astralis to get the chase down, while the Gangplank is sitting in the top lane. Now he's in a 1v1 against MagiFelix.
MagiFelix chunks out SOT, does have the flash, has the Trinity Force complete as well, and a level advantage, but it doesn't matter. MagiFelix has 5 kills.
Look at the gold. Please observe this. We can see that that gap is never mind, no it's not, it's still 2,000. But Akali's just Akali, I guess.
I will say the gap between the AD carries has started to expand in favor of Jeskler here. He's about 1,500 gold ahead of Crownshot, who has also decided to go for the Trinity Force build here, as we see Selfmade getting chased down by Zanzara. Subjugate coming out, Promiscu in a great position. Blast coned across, and Selfmade has nowhere to go. Jeskler will be gifted this kill. There's the cannon barrage, and Vitality want this fight. Vitality always want the fight. Promiscu flashes away. SOT now in the midst of 3 members of Astralis. Goes low. Here comes White Knight as well. Labrov is on the wrong side of the wall. The rest of his team has to retreat as Astralis get 2 more kills. Oh. Choking on.
We think we're stronger than you right now, so we're going to force you to fight, or we're going to get ourselves a Baron.
Selfmade is doing Gromp. SOT does not have TP. Labrov and Crownshot might now realize that it's happening, but MagiFelix is still in the mid lane and could look for a flank position. SOT is on his way, but he's still in mid. That Baron should go to Astralis. Smite by Zanzara now secured. Astralis might look for a little bit more, might look for the fight here. There's the Moonlight Vigil, there's the double root, the equalizer coming out. Zanzara down to half HP as Leader goes in for the chase, dashing forward. Can't quite get the damage down onto Zanzara that they needed in the end. Selfmade will burn him down. Cannon barrage now used as well. Astralis on full retreat. All guns blazing from Vitality as they step forward and forward and forward. But the disengage is strong here from Astralis, and Vitality can only get 1.
So you can see how Astralis, when they play the front to back, how much harder it is to actually when it comes to fighting. But when you look at the side lanes, MagiFelix, he's definitely capable of getting 1v1s.
SOT has just been getting picked on, bullied by Astralis so far this game. The oranges will keep him alive. And actually, MagiFelix can't chase this because the rest of Vitality are on their way across. MagiFelix has Baron-empowered recall. Does Crownshot have... Oh, no. They do not have a way of stopping him from recalling in this bush, so immediately they say, well, we're not going to do that. MagiFelix, no TP as he's gone back. This Dragon will be forfeit. Vitality will get their 3rd of the game. Astralis still unable to break the mid lane tower, but White Knight is pushing for the top tier 2. Remember, that was chunked down by the Rift Herald earlier on. So that's another tower onto Astralis' scoreboard. As you say, Vetti, more gold. Vitality now back away from mid. That's the 4th tower of the game for Astralis, and with it, Vetti, a 4,000 gold lead right now.
Astralis looking good. Let's see if they find themselves another fight here. Zanzara in a bit of danger.
He's in a lot of danger. Subjugate has been used. Zanzara going back, but look at the Infernum! Burn, burn, burn from Jeskler as he shreds through Vitality. MagiFelix is here for the cleanup, and Jeskler is flashing forward. 200 flipping years from the Aphelios.
Astralis just obliterate Vitality in the 5v5. That is a clean ace, and with a Baron buff, Astralis could look to just end the game in 23 minutes and end Vitality's winning streak.
What a way to do it as well. They are ending Vitality's 3-0 win streak. They are breaking their 5-0 loss streak. Astralis, after falling behind, just demolish Vitality.
What I say, Medic? What I say? Clearly you haven't watched the LEC before. I told you. Expectations mean absolutely nothing here in Europe. What I was thinking of was, oh, Rogue's comp would be great with a Braum right now. Yeah, their engagement would be very good, but who cares? You're playing against Alistair, Lee, Set. Like, they're going to do all the engaging for you, and a Braum would have been perfect. Something that Rogue has utilized before, but by having that taken away, they're instead going to get themselves
saying, hey, my mid laner can come across here quicker than your mid laner can. Treats is now going to have to work all the way down towards the bottom side. Maybe look for a gank here in the mid lane. Blue stepping forward. Treats dives in with the Safeguard Inspired. It is just around the corner. Has already secured the Scuttle Crab. Now, Larson's
small advantage gain for him. Let's see if SK is actually in a position to answer this, because they're in a pretty favorable spot right now with the top pro that they do have.
Blue is about to get TP off cooldown. You can see him resetting right now. Treats has Smite back up. Hans Summer trading with Jezu in the bottom side. Ooh, that was very wide. Hans Summer looking to try and catch him out as the Rift Herald continues to go lower. Inspired, knockback. That Rift Herald just hit the ice, smited away. Who got it? I think it may have been Treats. Lilith gets the knockback there as Inspired. First blood comes out. Blue will kill Trimby. SK secure. Oh, no, they don't.
They did not get it.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I couldn't quite tell either, Medic. The smite was very close.
We've seen both Trimby and Lilip roaming around the map looking for kills in other lanes. Janex is going to try and chase Odoamne here, but Inspired is in the right place once again. Showstopper comes out, Janex going to flash Spectral Maw, and goodbye set. Odoamne secures the kill.
Excellent punish. And it's one of those situations where Janex probably went all in on that, assuming that Inspired would actually be bot side. Under the assumption that, hey, he's probably in a position to try and contest Drake, so I can actually go for this 1v1 where I think I'm a little bit stronger, but it ends up backfiring, and so that's going to cost Janex's flash, going to cost him his CP, but SK will get themselves.
Lilip's look to step forward. Treat's working with Lilip there. The sweeper, as you said, not available really for Lee Sin unless you want to lose one of your primary engage.
They're taking control of your topside jungle. The Drake is going to be spawning in 30 seconds, which they could contest, but they don't actually have to. They can actually just concede it, and they can trade it for like the mid-tier 1, maybe. Oh, okay.
As Larsen's going to continue to push in, but the thing is, you only have TP on blue. He's recalling now. This dragon will be started up. That Rift Herald is going to get a charge on a tier 3. Now, taking an inhibitor before around the 19-20 minute mark, unless you're in total control of the game, can lead to you losing out on XP and gold because you're funneling minions into the enemy, but taking the inhibitor tower does not do that, Veddy.
Exactly that. I think that... Ooh, hang on, here we go.
Showstopper, Treat's looking for the kick as well. Odoamne trying to get away. The Hallowed Mist will follow him. Treat still chasing forward. Odoamne escapes the ghost, paying dividends. Oh, true shot. It's wide.
Yep. Just barely able to get away. 2 charges of his ultimate left. He still had the 3 and the 5 stacks of his needles, which gives so much health back if he's able to connect them.
It's Unbreakable Will, and because
the ward, I think it was. I think it was to protect.
Oh, was it to protect the ward?
Yeah,
okay.
the control ward in the brush.
My only other thought was Lilip not having ultimate can mean that he is shredded through in fights. Treat's going in here, Inspired. Whoa, okay, Lilip's gone. That's some Wagyu beef for you right there. Inspired will kill off Treats as well, and now the flank is on. Jezu has flash, has heal. Does he have anywhere to get out? There's the first arcane shift into a mystic shot. He's going to keep chasing away, dodged away from the Spectral Maw. Still has that flash as the blast going for him. He's going to get to it. And Rogue don't really have the chase tools as Inspired flashes in. Another arcane shift though from Jezu will get him to safety. Now apart from the ignite on Rogue, maybe he can do something? I
just kind of feel like Inspired is really strong. Let's see, 1 versus 2.
Yeah, Treats and Lilip working well together here. The Heartbreaker, sorry, coming out from Inspired. Blue looking to go in. There's the hijack chain of corruption immediately used. Counter chain coming out. Sonya's away from the shockwave, but it's not enough, and now Odoamne is in a great position on the flank. Showstopper coming out from Janex, but they dive straight onto Jezu. Odoamne putting needle after needle into SK. There's 3 kills already, and Larsen and Hans Summer are not done at 3. They can count 1 more, it's 4 for Rogue.
And just like that, Rogue have gotten themselves an 8k gold lead. They are
German organization, perhaps used to being on the other side of this scoreline. 7-1 currently for Rogue as they are well ahead of SK. And Treats might look for a steal here. Does have flash, does have smite, but he also has a massive anchor in his face. Chain of Corruption goes wide. Treats looking for it. Sonic Wave going in, but Rogue just distract, dissuade, and then turn back on as soon as the Sonic Wave expires. There's the Baron, and Treats has nowhere to go. Flash kick. Larsen misses there with the command attack. Trimby low on mana. Treats might go back in, but decides against it for the moment. Rogue now with Baron.
We didn't even mention Hans Sama, but as you can see, damage.
Kind of various things there from Hans Summer. As we said, the Dust Blade already complete. There's another tower going down for Rogue. 7 on the scoreboard, yet to concede a 1. Lilip is looking for a flank and a half, but he seems to have lost the rest of the herd as they are looking for Inspired in the mid lane. In a 1v3, can Viego still get out alive? The answer is well and truly yes. Lilip, though, still looking for that flank instead, engages on Hans Summer, but... Oh, Lilip, go to pastures new, my friend. Hans Summer will kill him off. And they do...
They're slow, but that's not game time. It's just at their pace and the way they approach the game, but you can see that very fast, very efficient, as Odoamne gets collapsed on once again. But who collapses who, I wonder?
At the moment, Blue is the one who has been collapsed. You're not locked in. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. As stopwatch comes out from Odoamne. Not sure that was necessary, but it's still going to be okay as they take down the 3 inhibitors that are left. Great hook there onto Jezu. He will arcane shift away. There's the Chain of Corruption. And Jenax even through the shield. Larsen will kill him up. Hansama not satisfied with 1, will get another. As Lilip falls once again. Rogue on the Nexus towers. And SK on the fountain. Great mechanics there from Treats, but mechanics is all he has right now as he will fall. Only Jezu left alive, and Rogue are not done with this game yet. Jezu with the True Stop Mirage will not get through the stopwatch from Trimby. Inspired chasing Jezu back to the fountain. Rogue now on the last Nexus towers, and the Nexus will follow. Rogue with their 6th win of the season as they tie Misfits on that score.
From start to finish, clean execution from Rogue. Little to nothing that you can really criticize there. And I think this was just like a great representation of how Rogue like to play the game, the way in which they enabled long ago. I think a bit of his armor was reduced in the early game to try and make some of those matchups a little bit easier when going up against him. A little bit of his damage was reduced as well. But in any case, Armor still feeling confident in this matchup. I think it's going to be
these two sitting near the top of the class all round. Both of them very active in the early game. You can see Razork perhaps a little bit more involved in all his team's kills. Humanoid flashes away. Ignite was ticking, and
they run Ignite in lane against TP. You burn your Ignite. Maybe you even get a kill. Hang on, a bit of engage bot lane.
Taunt going down as Kaiser. He's going to have the second shield of Daybreak. Ren not quite enough as Kobe is able to walk back underneath his tower. Flash and Cleanse burnt there from Kazi. Ignite from Kaiser. Kobe burnt both his sums as well. Ayoya on his way down here. That recall should finish from Kobe. Vander can block the Spectral Maw here, which he's positioned in the right place to do. Now, Mad Lions, you've got 7 minions here to work with. First one will die in 2 shots. Vander's going to try and clear them out as well, but Kaiser is going to be able to help Kazi pick this one up. Pretty easy stuff there from Mad as now Misfits try and answer on the other side. Decoy used by Armor, but he is locked in place, and Misfits will equalize it 1-for-1.
The damage was clean there from Misfits, but the same off of that, whereas his red buff is still alive, and he'll cleverly navigate his way around and now has his eyes on Humanoid, who doesn't have Flash.
Vander has Flash, has Taunt, Flash, kick, Taunt straight away, there are the chains, and Humanoid nowhere to go. VTO on the board, 1-0-1.
And then just the sheer damage from VTO, the ult combo was flawless. So what happened after that, though, was because of the control.
So Mad Lions will answer that first neutral objective. And with this, we'll see where they decide to put the gold, because there's a lot of plates still on the line. Betty, still 5 minutes before those timeouts. We'll see who is
Cryo in that lane and could threaten that objective. Is he going to interrupt? Yes, he is. I like this so much from VTO, playing it very well. And so far, Mad kind of doing very much as we expect. But Elioy is just limited in his options. This is kind of the best play that he can make right now. And while it won't secure the tower, it will get more gold into the back pocket of Kazi.
Here comes the TP. Here it has counter TP, but Armut's TP is back off now as well. And Armut's engaged in the top lane. Humanoid trying to dive in onto Kobe. The Solar Flare does land a stun, but it's only onto Razork. Meanwhile, on the front line, Vander just tanking up for days. Razork diving in, all on his lonesome there because VTO is coming for the chase as well, but Razork is really dead. Kobe in a 1v3, he's going to lose that one as well. VTO gets one. Now the counter TP comes in as Hirit is going to join the party, but Hirit, can he do enough? Kaiser has the stun, Hirit locked up, goes in, knocks him up, but can't quite get the damage. Kazi has gone from nothing to on a rampage in a heartbeat. VTO's gonna land the chains, but he is stunned up. Elioya gets the kill, and Mad Lions pounce in the bottom lane.
And that is an ace. Vander did respawn, but all the 5v5 with the amount of crowd control they have. The moment Viego gets one reset, he becomes absolutely unstoppable, and now he's got his first item completed. But Misfits, they're not slowing down. They have their eyes on Armut, and they're looking to make a gank happen in top lane.
I'm not sure they know Elioya is here. VTO's on the way as well. They're looking for Armut first, but the Cyclone is going to lock them up for the moment. Razork will be low, heals up with a Triumph just enough to survive. Vander on his way as well. Humanoid diving in for Hirit. Hirit, of course, no flash on the Camille here. The chains will slow him down. Elioya misses the Spectral Maw, though, and a great chain from VTO is going to keep Humanoid locked in place. The taunt just at the tip of it, just at the edge, will get Humanoid. VTO gets another 4 kills on the board for that LeBlanc.
Surprisingly,
Misfits can find another couple of fights like that. Maybe they can close this gold gap. A shutdown on Ayoya. He's sitting on a 150 gold bounty. 450 on Kazi as well. Already has the Immortal Shield Bow complete, so he's going to be difficult to kill as Mad Lions take.
So that's not really your goal. What your goal is you W over a wall, QR, maybe land a chain, proc your electrocute, you stun him, you chunk him out, and you're like, oh, you now can't fight anymore. Have a look at this. So, Q comes out. Oh, you missed everything. Never mind. But it doesn't matter. All of Misfits is here on the top side. They're looking to secure themselves this tower. And again, they're just trying to attack the sides and then look for picks.
Armut there with the Cyclone, the Hero's Entrance coming out. But Armut, it's just too greedy trying to defend this. This tower's going to fall before Mad Lions can come in for the fight, and Humanoid does not have TP. If Mad take this battle, they will be a massive man disadvantage. Humanoid, though, still pushing in the bot lane. Mad Lions just trying to distract Misfits. 11.13. These tier 2 towers give you more gold, Velius.
Certainly do. Hirit realizes the play that's happening, gets stunned up.
Great lockdown there from Kaiser. Hirit will go down. Kazi unstoppable now on this collision.
0 and 1, a 650 gold bounty. VTO will have his eyes on Kazi's head.
With the new items coming in, Anathema's Chains. Very good if the enemy has one really fed carry as a third item defensively on an AD carry instead of a GA. You can just get yourself a little bit of extra damage reduction. It scales up to 30% as the fight goes on, and we'll see if Kazi decides to do that. I doubt he will. It's not really a Kazi thing. He already has the Immortal Shield Bow for a bit of protection, but something that perhaps will start making its way into some play. At least made its way into mine so far. As the Rift Herald comes in the mid lane, Mad Lions pushing as 5. VTO, no TP on that LeBlanc, remember, is going to have to come the long way around to look to engage this fight. Hirit still on a flank. Hirit is going to go in. Armor chunked out, the Cyclone coming out, and Hirit is all on his lonesome down towards the bottom side. Kaiser's been left alone as well. Hirit with the Hex Ultimatum isn't going to save anyone right now. Kaiser, though, with a good solar flare as Razork jumps across the wall, and Kaiser chases him straight into the waiting arms of VTO. Flash comes away, Elyoya a bit short on the Spectral, more there. Kazi continues to dominate VTO! Oh my goodness, that combo was just darn wrong. Totally messed up the Flash Distortion combination there, and now he's on the wrong side of the Rift. On the wrong side of the tracks, and Kazi is chasing him down. Instead, Mad Lions will settle for the 2 kills. Under complete on him. Kazi has the Phantom Dancer second item and is building up towards that GA. Misfits looking for a fight, but it's Kaiser once again on the front line. And Vander just can't do anything. Galio stolen away. Kaiser diving in onto Kobe, uses the cleanse to try and get away. Razork looking for Kazi, but he's just chasing into the midst of the Cyclone. Hirit diving in as well from the side, but VTO can't get in here to put the damage down. Humanoid kills off VTO. It's a clean ace for the Mad Lions, 19 minutes in.
Kazi and Kaiser just obliterate the Misfits team. They're able to lock down Kobe through his summoner spells, prevent him from escaping, and
Item of choice. He is at 3 items. Kobe is at 1 right now. In fact, all of Misfits are at 1 as Razork went in to steal the Scuttle Crab, didn't get it. And getting flashbacks to C9 at MSI.
You can't afford to underestimate. Kazi might have one bad week, but the next, he's immediately back on form and carrying games with his support. Elyoya also having that same level of performance, and now they're starting off the Baron. They're forcing Misfits into another fight, and already Razork is dead.
Razork is down. Here it goes into Mr. 5. Mad Lions. He's going to be able to get out for the moment. Kaiser is keeping BTO off towards the top side. Vander going in with the taunt as well, but Hirit and Kobe just can't get in here, nor can BTO. He's going to try and dive towards Kaiser, but Kaiser is unkillable right now on that Leona. Gets out with 300 health to spare, and the Baron next on the menu here for the Mad Lions.
Just no slowing down from Mad. The bot lane is yet to die from the Mad Lions. And again, while the early game,
the LEC Misfits, after falling behind, haven't really been able to find that spark that we have seen from them in previous weeks. Of course, still a very strong team themselves, as we see Elyoya kicked back, but he jumps out with the showstopper. Hexagon made him onto Elyoya as well. Here comes Humanoid as the engage continues. VTO forced away. He has to flash. Kazi exhausted, but that's not going to do too much. Mad Lions once again get a first kill of the fight, and Misfits are forced back to the fountain.
So smart from Humanoid to steal away the Galio ultimates to get involved in that fight. Very well played by him. Helps the team out. That will be the first inhibitor of the game. I think that this is a little overzealous if Mad want to try and end, but they do have the bot wave, so they're looking for more, that's for sure.
Should be able to get this second inhibitor tower at least. Will they go for even more from this? Pretty healthy, of course. They do have an Ocean Drake on their side, so a little bit of extra healing coming from that. Kazi still full HP with the shield as they back away, taking the second inhibitor. 17 kills to 6:23 minutes in a 10,000 gold lead for the Mad Lions. It reduces their tenacity, which is important. Locking up someone like VTO who's trying to dodge into the fight as much as you can. First stun going out to Razork. Beautiful stuff at the engage coming out, even with the Cyclone. I mean, it's a bit of a cluster, it's a bit of a mess of pixels there, but in the end, Kazi comes out on top. Unsurprising, looking for the Penta, but it's stolen away. Elyoya takes the 4th. But Kaiser is still on the chase here. Hit it with Hexagon Maiden will give Kaiser his first death of the game. But you can kill him, you cannot kill the Mad Lions. Super minions pushing in, the Nexus towers will fall. And Mad Lions, they want this 5th. Even if it's not a penta for Kazi, they want Hirit to sacrifice himself to the Lion Kings. Instead, they'll take the Nexus. 25-minute win there for Mad Lions in dominant fashion.
Wow. It's been a fast day today, Medic.
Yeah.
All sub 30-minute games. Perhaps the meta is just way more snowballing now. You know, perhaps we're seeing a shift. It's kind of crazy how quickly these games go out of control. But what a great performance on the bot side of the map. Mad Lions game plan, you know, like
I think maybe true damage, things like Camille, but then again, you struggle in the early game, so it's really hard to find a direct counter. Obviously, Lee Sin can contest the push, but Adam's got a signature pick again.
And Adam, a guy who's really just been willing to trade kills on this champion. He will go for the all-in 100% of the time. Back out to safety and before shadowing, but just going to make sure that Adam can push in here. Massive wave means should be able to get back to top without using TP if he does not want to. Taunt comes in on the bottom side. Quick trading, quick back and forth. Ignite now burning. Looks like Fnatic are ready to commit for a little bit more, but there's TP now coming in behind them. It's going to be the TF going in. It's going to be a gold card. Hill is saying, I don't think you can outplay that one. Point and click. The flash out to safety, but maybe he can. Level 5 from Niski. Leap forward. Limit goes back. Clean Justice Punch to take him out. And Niski is in no man's land. There's nothing left. Shroud coming up cool there just in time, but he can't finish the job. First blood for Neon.
Oh.
Niski a bit too confident.
That looked like a really awkward fight for Niski to get involved. I wonder if his W was
A little unlucky from Niski. A little bit poorly calculated. Limit now waiting in the bush. Will get spotted out here, and that's going to put Schalke off to a solid start. Gold card comes in. Taunt going to force Akali out of her trap, but she's level 6. She can't dash the nuclear to try to make it out to safety.
Broken Blade.
Kyuk comes in. That should be the finish. Niski now dashing away. Niski, as he made it out of the flash forward, the E! Broken Blade walking away. Niski, there's... waiting. Is just going to back away. A little bit cheeky there on the walk forward.
TP back up there to catch the wave. Nuclear into level 6. Maybe he's looking up top. Broken Blade has the kick. Adam has the Ragnarok though. Here we go.
For his life, forcing the Ragnarok out. Good damage again. Broken Blade can fall for the kick. Should just be able to finish the job. Easy finish.
Good execution there. Punishing Adam from hitting the tower.
Lane gank went just a little bit off. The flash forward into the Tempest doesn't connect. Broken Blade doesn't miss a beat. He goes back top lane. Nuclear continues to use his lane priority to make plays happen. And frankly, Caedrel, I think this is what they need to do because Niski on the Akali is only going to get scarier. Yes, TF can mitigate that, but Akali just does way more damage.
But TF can mitigate it, right? When it comes to the team fights, TF can use that ultimate to expose Akali, and they can use the Lee Sin E as well. Schalke picking up the Drake.
And it's Schalke's first Drakes, folks.
It's their first Drake ever?
It's not a miracle run, but it's their first Drake of the entire season.
It's not their first Drake cost, though, because you casted their game before.
Fnatic
gonna trade for the Herald here. So Drake for Herald trade's always worth it for the Herald in the early stages of the game. The Herald can get you more gold, which means you're more powerful when it comes to contesting the second dragon. And he is a little bit behind in CS, but he's managed to find plays in bot, find plays in top, and the TF is suiting Schalke very, very well. Doesn't have the ultimate just yet, and Broken Blade's around for the fight.
Hillesang backing away. Only level 4 for Hillesang. Upset now level 6. The knock going to come through on the Broken Blade. That's good damage now coming in. The Lee Sin running for his life. The taunt is there to buy a bit more space, but in goes Blippo. Down comes the Lamb's Respite. 2.5 seconds counting, ticking, now going down. It's keeping the bits of everybody, but he's got the exhaust layer on him. Blippo's done. He's on the wall, and he flashes into the cards. It's not what he wants. Kire now running for the hills. Niski just can't finish a kill. Schalke, they're getting away with murder. Fnatic can't get a single kill back. Oh, Schalke are getting everything. Nuclear Ent is playing like a man unleashed. He gets the red buff. Neon will take the last kill, but everything is going in favor of Schalke, no fear.
Yeah, it's a 3-for-1 Broken Bot lane tower, though, observers, if we could, because bot lane tower took 3 plates down already, because if you saw that actually the entire fight, while it all happened, Adam was just hitting bot tower, level 9, Broken Blade's level 7. He's 40 CS up, 45 CS up, and now he's taking a full tower to himself. So I'd love to see the gold as well if we could between these two top laners, because I think Adam's just going to be way further ahead than Broken Blade is right now, despite getting the kill. I think the CS lead toe to toe because his thing's under toe.
What are you doing
One
today?
of his
You are like
skills.
I can't tell if you're griefing me on wordplay or if you're a wordplay genius. Well, Niski, speaking of potentially being in trouble here, he is going to dash away. Clean.
He's out. He's out. Limit actually flashed forwards there, and so the Nuclear Int, and he dodges away.
I like it.
From the chain
of about Kire, maybe he doesn't have high enough kill participation. Nuclear Int more than making up for the difference. That's 100%, baby. 5 for 5. Now, Broken Blade going to be the one in trouble. Dash away. This time he does not mess up the ward hop, but the kick through will not work. Adam, quick on the finger, pulls out the Ragnarok. There's the under toe. Broken Blade nowhere to go, and that's going to be it.
Crossman play comes in from us. Now he took a full bot lane tower. He's way further ahead of Broken Blade right now, and he's going to get a full top lane tower as well. So Fnatic clearly have found their win condition here, and they're going to try to play towards it. And especially when it comes down to Olaf in a 1v2 against Lee Sin TF, I think if the Olaf's ahead, he can probably win that 1v2 out. see if they itemize with some kind of healing reduction to prevent that. But again, he can negate the stuns, he can negate the kick, so have to keep our eyes on how Fnatic use Adam over side lane.
It was only their first Drake.
Oh.
I can show you first Drake.
Their first Drake.
Drake, not their first Drake.
Adam might be in trouble here.
Adam not going to walk away. The big thing to keep in mind here is that
Can he hit the Q?
Broken Blade really needs all of his cooldowns to finish this one. The Q might not be enough if Broken Blade turns on his W and turns back. That's going to be big damage. Tempest to slow the flash forward. Full confidence.
Here come the
Nuclear
globals.
from behind should be able to finish one. That's going to be it. Now Hillsang in the area immediately. Niski now dashing through, but the taunt is gone. Niski's now got more room to play. The exhaust comes down. When it respects the potential for a re-engage, they're now backing off. Gold card on the way. Nuclear running pretty fast. Flash forward. Oh, Nimbus Cloak gonna make sure that he gets in there, but Hillsang walking away just barely out of the range of the Q, and Niski now going back, seeing his opportunity, needs to step away. Very close exchange. The TF making sure that Niski really can't get anything done in these
Mobility
fights.
to get onto the Varus, who's very mobile. So Schalke need to be careful. Definitely, if these Varus arrows hit onto the squishy members of Fnatic, they're basically...
Comes the question, can they fight it? Can they contest Adam? They're gonna use the Herald here. That one's going to break mid lane. I don't think they have enough damage to burn through it before the charge comes out. Maybe. Charging. They managed to get it.
To be used, and they're going to get their first tower of the game. So lots of gold sitting on the map right now for Schalke. Mid lane tower is very low. Bot lane tower should be an easy pickup after a dragon fight, perhaps if they win it. They're going to get this mid lane tower now, so the gold's slowly going in their favor. I wonder if there was a TP ward behind them. No, there was. He's been having almost like an unsung hero split for the side of Fnatic. He's doing so well. You can see CS differential, gold differential, damage. He's first, doing so much for his team. But Niski's actually on the back foot here. Fight kicking off.
And now going in. Good snare, but no immediate follow-up. The fight really not breaking out here, but it's Broken Blade off to the side. He's going to go in, he's going to put one in the midst of the team. That's the jungler gone. Schalke, they're just going to back off and settle for the Drake. Again, getting the soul point. 18 minutes into the game, very strong position for Schalke to be in.
Yeah, gonna push in this mid wave and move towards the dragon, make sure that Fnatic can't look for a trade when it comes to the mid tier 2. Spawning up in around 10 seconds now, they should be able to pick this
dead even overall, maybe 2k advantage to Schalke as this all shakes out, but it's the 3 Drakes that are really gonna count against Fnatic.
Yeah, and as we talked about that bot tower earlier on, getting the bot tower from a free Drake, this is exactly what I talked about. If they win a Drake fight or they manage to get a pick and they can get some vision around the dragon, they should be able to push towards this bot tier 1. Adam's here, Nuclear's around, Cure's here too. They're gonna look to dive Adam perhaps if he stays, but regardless, this should be free pickup for them. They just need to make sure they're back towards the top side of the map in time to stop these tier 2s from falling, because Fnatic obviously, when everyone's down,
finally come in from the scrim metas.
I mean, it's a rough game from Niski. The TP bot initially, he wasn't able to find the kill. The fight around top side, he wasn't able to find anything either. Adam getting called out
now
here.
Unstoppable, just trying to shred through Cure. A lot of tanky stats there. Hillsang dashing forward. TP now being used from Schalke. Nuclear in the area, relatively low mana, but more than enough for a stun card. Hillsang can leap back out to safety. So nothing
members last split back on track, and that's exactly what he's doing so far. Making sure Cure's bailed out in the early game, now helping his team throughout the mid game.
And it's a big deal. Again, replacing Abadage, a bit of a question mark, as we now see Limit going back in here. Solid trade overall. Bubba trying to step forward, trying to body block. Good damage now coming in. Nuclear going to be in trouble. As you mentioned, the TF a little bit squishy. He goes golden, but it's going to be too little now. Niski leaping into the backside. Limit should be easy pickings here. The knockback now walking away as Upset steps towards. Broken Blade in the midst of everything, just trying to bait Niski and the entire team. If he gets caught by the taunt, it's going to be big. Damage not being fired back, though. Neon, the arrow not finishing the job here. The kick is there, but Broken Blade can't follow it. And now Upset's found a reset. Now it's Adam in the midst of the entire team. It's disaster for Schalke. And here comes Adam. Double kill for Upset. Resets. It's a bounce house, baby. The triple for Upset in the end. Adam plowing through the team.
Fnatic find a 5-0 without Hillesang's Rakanal. They managed to find the fight. Nuclear
on this man's head. He's at 2.5 items out of nowhere. Fnatic are starting there, and Cure maybe could go for the steal. Has the Lamp's Respite as well to buy time, but
Nuclear can use the Destiny, and Broken Blade has the TP. Everyone of Schalke is around. Cure could jump in the pit
and use the ultimate to buy time. Neon locking a lot of members up. Whippo staying in the pit for now, keeping it leash. Nuclear and waiting over the wall. Broken Blade now here. He has the kick, but he does not have the flash. Has to be careful about over-attention of all 5 members, but Cure easily can solo this objective out. This is the problem. This is the hole that Fnatic put themselves in. They're going to be giving up Cloud Soul. Now, it's not the worst soul to keep up, but those ultis are very important for this team. Cure should finish the job there. That's Cloud Soul now for the side of Schalke. Should be a pretty easy escape. Dance of Arrow over the walls for Cure.
Shot by the start, and they might actually lose the Baron for it.
Limit places a ward, but it's not into the pit. He's not ready for that one. He's now walking around. He's going to be a little bit late. Nuclear in the area. I mean, we talk about a miracle run. Wild cards would certainly be a miraculous steal. Winds of War, that's going to be all it is. There's no way you can steal this.
Ooh, okay.
Whippo.
I was worried for a second there. I was worried. And Kirei was just expect them to start the Baron because Niski was showing on bot wave with no TP, but Fnatic just started anyway. Adam might be caught out here though.
Stop. We're going to try to burn down Kirei.
What?
Kirei can throw down the ult, but there's just too much damage. Niski now going into the midst of everything, but Niski locked up and taken down. GA proc, a brief moment before the fight kicks off again. Niski dashing out to safety. Neon ready to fire the arrows. Nuclear goes forward, he finishes the job. Adam in the midst of everything, and everybody's just fighting constantly. Adam still living. Adam refuses to die. He'll finally go down. That's a shutdown onto Nuclear In, but that was a mess.
Adam he's in God mode right now. It's so hard being back to keep his tempo up.
A minute and 30 seconds left. They should be able to break down these tier 2s pretty easily. It's Fnatic and Whippo in the mid lane. Hylissang upset on the bottom side, while Niski just does what he can to farm up, to recoup some of the losses. We're now getting caught out. Mountain Tread is decent damage, but not enough to find the kill. Enough to bully off these tier 2s, though. Fnatic still pushing in the bot lane, going to draw a bit more attention. Meanwhile, everyone's staying in their assigned lanes. Niski, again, collecting farm, hoovering up as much as he can, while the rest of Fnatic uses this Baron to keep up pressure in a 4v5.
And Schalke have the Cloud Soul, but not setting your team up for success in terms of just being that supportive champion. But Olaf, you can see Adam just building full armor. It's going to be really difficult for Schalke to take him down. That's all of Nuclear In's burst.
He's just waiting. Adam does not have to burn any cooldowns until everyone else is in the area. We'll probably ult up this gold card. Just run a Nuclear In. Now he goes gold and tries to buy a bit more time. Taunt comes in. He's unstoppable. Gordringer comes out. He wants to finish the job. Doesn't quite get it done. Upset walk him to the top lane. He's too far away.
When it comes to the mid fight and now this top fight, they're going to have a real trouble with Upset, who has both summoners and 3 items now.
Nuclear In now ready to go in. Cloud.
Adam
Walk away the
doesn't have
flash over the wall, but Kirei just flashing in the midst of the team now. The Lamb's Respite's going to come out, but Whippo's still in the area. Kirei going back in. That's going to be the Galley ult on top of everybody, but Upset uncontested, untouched on the backside. And Schalke plowing through the team fight. Niski backing away with the ulti. He has to play defensively as he can. Broken Blade, will he reactivate the kick? Oh, yes. Upset back into the team. Throws the emote out. He goes golden, but he knows he's dead. That's the shutdown. Schalke, they can take the Elder. It's 21 seconds. Niski and Whippo, the last 2 left standing, but it's too little. It's not enough. Adam, can he turn this? The 4v1 leaping it into Neon's face. There's no Lee Sin kick. Adam, but the flash is up. Neon can make it out to safety. Adam slowly but surely getting chipped away. Do they have the damage to finish the job? Adam refuses to die. Nuclear In has no mana. Can they kill the Olaf raid boss? Will he go down? Baby, we're in Karazhan and they make it work.
He finally dies. It takes all of Schalke to take Adam down, and the reason Schalke got that fight was because Adam was dead with no TP. He ends up arriving, forces Neon out almost.
And now they're on to the Dragon. They've already got the Elder. Now they're on to the Baron. This is the massive, massive shift.
Schalke have every buff in the game. They have Cloud Soul, Baron, and Schalke can just continue. They have the ranged champions hit Nexus Towers, and I think that's what they're going to look for.
And normally when you're Olaf, you're your scariest at that low health threshold when you're sustaining so much, when your attack speed is through the roof, but that's not going to be the case anymore. Adam has to respect the damage coming out. Hylissang off into the side, desperate to find the engage, but they're just pulling back. They are not letting that Rakan get into their backline, and it's so clean from the side of Schalke. They are playing as a 5-man unit. They are not letting anyone get to their carries as they push here in the mid lane.
That's 50 seconds on Whippo, and they still got Elder Dragon for a minute, so they're going to keep pushing. You can see mid wave and bot wave, they don't care about. They're just going to keep moving through top lane. Schalke, they have really low ult cooldowns as well. Neon's Chains of Corruption is almost up again, and they're sieging onto the Nexus. Fnatic need to make a last stand.
Can they hold on? Noah's saying it's going to take a miracle, but you don't have the ultimate. Niski's been quiet all game. Maybe this is his chance to turn it around. They're in the midst of everything, but the kick from Broken Blade again is clean. Niski has no way to get in, and they're just untouchable. Kirei is still in the area. He still has the ult up. Adam gets burned down. The Dragon going to execute him, and now Broken Blade chasing Upset out of his own base. It was a back and forth game. It was Adam who was so far ahead. It was Broken Blade who found the kick that turned the game on its head, and it is Schalke who will find the win in the end. And hey, I don't want to say it, but if a miracle run's got to start, that's one hell of a way for it to happen.
Oh yeah, and you can see Nuclear doing a little bit of a dance there. He was 11, 1, and 8. Schalke had 19 kills. He had 100% kill participation the whole game long. And we asked questions about the mid jungle of Schalke. Can they step up? Kirei, a bit of a better game, I think. Still a little bit shaky. Gold value here for the Silas going Merc Treads up against that mid jungle of XL. But XL definitely a lot of proactivity from their champions. Aphelios Thresh should have the push in bot, and they can contest it 3v3 alongside Volibear, LeBlanc, Renekton, these volatile matchups that you can play towards as carry champions. And XL have a lot of options. They want to look for a dive. Jungle support of XL. First game on the big stage, and they're already kind of poising here for a dive on mid. Jankos looks like he's kind of reading the play, and Mickey is as well. He's trying to get some information. Caps wards over the wall, and they spot him out. Markoon.
Healing can come in. It's going to be big. Nukes can go over the wall, but he's stunned up. He's locked up. He's taken out. Jankos now trying to fire back. Doesn't want to recommit with the kick, and Nukeduck's going to walk away. That's a solid start for Excel. 1K gold advantage to their name.
Jankos should be able to pick up this mid-wave top side, though. I wonder if Nukeduck could TP up here. Caps just TP'd mid. This is a really intelligent play. If they TP on this wave, they should be able to dive Wonder. Here it comes.
Marcoon now stepping forward. Who's going to go for the first? Cry should open with the stun. Marcoon can follow up with the instant CC. He's locked in the circle, but they just go in with him. Nukeduck gets a kill back.
Great communication. They're going to lose a mid-wave for it, and Patrick might have to be careful for the cross map because Caps can push in, move towards the bot side and look for a dive. But to a great start, Marcoon timing the enemy Raptors after he took them away level 3 is going to take them away again. So pushing Jankos back in this early stages of the game. He has got a winning jungle matchup, I must say, in the early stages. I mean, Volibear wins out the 1v1. Caps might have found him, though.
Stolen Volibear, it's going to be big. You talked about how stats effective it is. He's going to leap down. Marcoon taking so much damage. Now they're turning and they're trying to burn. Now it's going to be the 1-for-1 so far. Jankos forced to back away, but overall, Nukeduck just going to grab another kill.
Yeah, Marcoon overextending there a bit, but he does get punished. Caps also gets punished for going too deep. Nukeduck has the damage to finish him off. It's going to be 1-for-1 Cries. Has flash. He might have to use it here, but no more ultimate.
Yes, he's pushing a wave here into the tower. Wonder will recoup some of that difference, but Jankos waiting in the darkness, looking to go toe-to-toe with Nukeduck. The dash in, the chains are now connected. The kick back as Jankos backs away, but Marcoon, again, on the way here.
Mickey's on the way up as well for this crab. I think at the end needs to come too. You can see him moving. Jankos already smited it, so there's no way he can contest this, and Marcoon level
very low. Has the ultimate, but Wonder has the ignite, so can mitigate a lot of the healing after the initial Dominus health boost.
Ooh, Nukeduck.
The chain's going to land, has the stolen ulti coming out, but he's going to get hooked from Advi, and he didn't even see him coming. Cap's now going to be in trouble. That's the tower shot ticking, burning, corrupting potion. Is it going to be enough? Nukeduck falls forward. Advi is going in. Nukeduck on a killing spree, but it's now Cries who's going to be in trouble. That's a kill traded back on the top side for G2 Esports.
1-for-1, then G2 is really low. They use both ultimates and the ignite to secure that.
Splits we've seen from Cap since his initial debut on Fnatic, where yes, he got a solo kill, but maybe he was a bit over-aggressive, wasn't quite able to find his form before he became Caedrel. I think when we look at it, right now, G2 are going to need some of that skirmishing prowess. They've all played together for a long time. That's the advantage that they have. But now Cap's going to be in trouble. He's going to steal the ultimate. He can't leap out. Odin to safety, but he goes over the wall, and he just gets followed. Another happy bee from Marcoon. He's feeling good. Who just walks into the league and just starts killing Caps in their first game?
He's dove him twice now. Him and Nukeduck are working very, very well together in sync. Maybe they want to herald this mid tower as well. There it is. So Marcoon playing around his mid laner all game long. 100% kill participation for Nukeduck. Marcoon pot of 4 of them. This mid tower is going to take a few hits on plates. Nukeduck's going to get all the gold. Maybe he even has his mythic item in base at this point. And he's really, really far ahead. A Fed LeBlanc is very dangerous against the comp of G2. Top lane.
They're trading back. He's low on mana.
He has ignite up in a couple of seconds. He might want to turn it when he does. It's up right now, so he might start to walk forwards.
Jankos is on the way to the dash forward. Cupid slash. Good bit of healing coming in. Ignite does go down, but Cries will be able to walk that
Jankos,
one
though.
off. Jankos coming into the darkness is highlighted. There's the control
Flash
ward.
kick.
Sonic wave. Just the kick. Ooh. Doesn't even need to flash for it.
Yeah, maybe might leave him with a flash kick there. I don't know, maybe I'm not as confident in my... Although he was slightly hesitant initially, as soon as the chains land, he just goes for it. Ult's taken away, but he just matches ult with ult. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, man.
Oh, there he comes again!
Oh,
replay!
Oh, no! Oh, no! Should be favored there. Their team has played a lot longer together. They do not have 2 rookies on the Rift. And Wonder now potentially caught out here. Big damage going in, though. It's Marcoon who's been caught out. He's unstoppable. Hook lands onto Jankos as Advian walks away. But that's going to be the jungler taken out of the area. Good sidestep from Marcoon. Patrick flashing out to safety. Volibear should fall down here as Jankos finds the kill. Nukeduck plays down a bit of poke damage. A lot of shurikens on the side of Patrick. Chakram now coming in. Mickey going to be in trouble. The dash forward from Cries. The immediate flash out to safety. Cries going to finish the job there. Chakram fall away.
G2 need to run. XL might want to look for a chase, but no, Patrick's going towards mid-wave. G2 splitting up here a bit. The Dragon's up. Patrick's just going to focus on the mid-tier 1, so G2 have to make a decision here. Do we push out bot and look for a bot tier 1 and trade, or do we just...
Be now being responded to. Wonder's still in the area. Wonder needs to be careful. Skip and slash over the Krugs wall. Trying to make it out for now, but G2 are going to need to commit more resources. They want to bail Wonder out of this sticky situation. The chains are there, but they're just in the mist with them. They're not afraid. They're not going to let that cooldown work.
G2 might get the Dragon. No, they do indeed. So they bursted it down, and Wonder just kind of like a
now as well.
Yeah. And Wonder. So we'll keep our eyes on the map state. G2 playing more towards top side. They're going to drop this mid wave, but they want to make sure they can contest top side vision. And at the end,
lands, it's clean play. The stun, the follow-up. Caps now needs to leap out to safety. He's unstoppable for now. Flashed over the wall.
Oh, Marcoon!
Safety, but Marcoon's not done yet, baby. Can he feast him? Can he lock him down? Caps barely making it out.
Unlucky. Something you want to avoid. Now Cry is going to get the spot tier 2. Look how much gold he should get for it.
But
Tier 2 tower's got buffed. 600 gold for a tier 2 tower. Huge patch change on 11.3.
Then always consistently domestically dominant as Wonder's going to be forced to back away from this tier 2, and looks like it's going to be a trade here. Now Reckless is going to pick up the tier 2 on the top side, or at least get some good damage down on it, but in the meantime it is traded back in the mid lane.
Yeah, and Nukeduck's around to catch the wave. He has TP in case G2 might want to look for some kind of bot fight, but I think they're giving that one up. XL should be able to shut down this Dragon Wing condition of G2, and G2 just cross-mapping a tier 2 top, like I said, for this tier 2 mid. So XL making sure they win out on this trade. Duck will have to be careful because G2 can afford to waste time and just stay around here and look for a pick. Problem is they can't do Baron. There's one blue orb in the Baron pit for XL. Overcommit with numbers. There could be a double TP behind them. Mickey's trying to get some kind of vision as well, but he might get caught out here. Chain connects.
And comes in. Ocean Rift, a very big deal there. Hides that control ward, means Mickey doesn't know that he was spotted out. Now he has to run for the hills. The immediate flash before a fight even gets kicked off. That's big. Duck now chasing.
So might want this fight. G2 can TP on the creeps.
Dash through from Cries.
No flash on Mickey. He could flash for it.
Big stun. Mickey, the kick now coming back. Mickey, no flash available. Ulti not going to connect, but they're going to lock him up anyway. The flash, the hook. Cries going to grab that kill.
But what is XL losing for this? 5 members committed for a support. Bot tier 1's dead. Maybe Caps can pick up mid tier 1 to side lanes. Window's already coming in. Caps might take the tower before he moves. He is going to do so. 4 versus 5. Can G2 stop this Baron?
Patrick burning through the purple gun as fast as he can. His guns kind of suck for taking the objective, but they might just have enough damage to burn it down anyway. Marcoon getting it lower and lower. Jankos, can he find the steal? Caps waiting in the backside. Patrick, the flash forward, the auto, the snare. Caps now going to be in trouble. Big auto coming in, another slow follow-up. That's going to be Caps taken out, but they've stopped the Baron for now. Caps trying to turn, but Duck unstoppable.
XL get a kill, and they get Caps' flash. They have to use flashes of their own. They're going to force it again. Mickey's out of base. 40 seconds on Caps. XL invested a lot of ultimates there, but Advien and Cry still have them. They have no flashes to work with other than Marcoon if they want to turn. Advien might find Mickey though. No flash on Mickey. He could use the lantern to get someone else involved.
Locked up. Mickey goes back over the wall. Wonder now in the midst of the fight. He's trying to block as much damage as he can. Hollowed ground. Mickey now running Baron. Is it going to finish him off? Patrick is there and he's got the shurikens. He can keep the fight going. Every time he autos a champion, they refresh. Doesn't have the right gun out, but that's going to be fine. They're burning through. The Baron remains leashed. Cries, potentially giving his life in this exchange. The rest of the team now on the retreat, but the Baron's still getting completed. Jankos with the flash, with the kick, with the smite available. Q over the wall, goes in, cannot get it. Marcoon taking a Baron away from Jankos in his first game. Patrick grabbing the kill, XL on fire.
And just the way that they got that Baron, the patience they had. You know, they got... We'll keep our eyes on how they make this siege work. Marcoon can look for dives as well, so G2 might have to be careful here.
Marcoon committing, they're now backing away. Marcoon just taking a few extra tower shots. Hook goes in, but won't find anything else. Ulti. Patrick not going to do a lot, but they're immediately going to commit onto Mickey. The aftershock's there, but it's too little. Now the big stun now coming in. Caps has stolen away the LeBlanc ult to kick back. They're just trying to buy space. G2, Jankos in the midst of the entire team. Gore Drinker, exhaust. Oh, Duke with the double. Line him up, baby. That's the distortion. Marcoon running forward. He's going to find the stun onto Caps. Patrick on the backside. Perfect guns to keep this fight going.
30 seconds on these members of G2. Huge wave stacked up. 5 members of XL with Baron buffs. I think they're just going to end the game.
They're walking down. They're not going to get baited. They will not get pulled around the map. XL, they are here. They turn. They get it. They make this game their own. And in their first matchup, Marcoon and Advien take down G2 Esports.
Oh, wow. I like this version of XL.
I like it too. I thought upgrade. Didn't know how big, but it's looking solid.
That must really raise up the spirits of XL as well.